Today we're going over Furygan's take on the adventure riding jacket, the Brooks. This is the Brooks jacket, a stripped back adventure style jacket from Furygan that I wore up to the ABR festival back in June. I also wore it on the off-road trails when I was testing the Honda CRF300L with Tom. So just before we go into my personal review of the Brooks jacket, I just want to give you an overview of the specs so you can get an idea of what this jacket has to offer. So the Brooks comes in sizes from small all the way up to 4XL, so most sizes are catered for. It's also fitted with D3O protection in the shoulder and elbows, so you're going to be secured no matter which way if you do have a tumble off-road or on-road. So D3O is a softer material in its natural form, but when it takes a heavy impact, all the molecules harden up and it gives a solid protection overall. So the Brooks also has a removable thermal liner, so you can chuck that out when the weather gets hotter, so no need to stay sweaty in an adventure jacket, you can just whip that straight out. It's also fully waterproof with its Humax waterproof breathable membrane. Again, fixed, so you can't actually take that out. It's not a drop liner jacket, it's fixed, but if you do get too hot, like I say, you can chuck out that thermal liner inside. It is fitted with loads of ventilation, so it's Furygan's AFS Max system, so it's kitted out with loads of ventilation systems. So two big vents on the front here to open up on the chest, which will allow loads of airflow through and out of the exhaust ports on the back as well. Being an adventure jacket, the Brooks has loads of pockets to cater for anything you want to carry on those longer rides on or off road. So 6 total pockets overall on the jacket, 2 internal pockets, and you also have a handy little pocket on the left arm on the front here for anything small, probably designed for something like an RFID tag to chuck in there when you're traveling overseas and going through border control, such like that. You also have loads of adjustments. Again, being an adventure jacket, that's what you come to expect. So you have proper adjustments on the inside of the arm here. You also have a waist cinch just inside of the top of the waist, and also a Velcro adjustment strap right at the bottom of the waist, just above the hip, so you can cinch in at the bottom. So overall, the Brooks is a feature-packed jacket. So how does it actually stack up in the real world? Before me and Tom travelled up to ABR, we drafted up a kit list of what we needed to take camping and actually riding up there. And included in that kit list was our motorcycle gear. I ended up going with the Brooks jacket because I felt like it offered exactly what I needed at a great price point. So the Brooks is actually cut slightly shorter than most usual adventure jackets on the market, which worked in my favour because I'm a shorter rider. Now, in a direct comparison, riding with the Brooks on road to off road, I didn't feel restrictive in the jacket at all. I mean, it's a dual sport jacket designed to do well on road and off road. So when I was giving it more bings off road, I didn't feel like I was restrictive in any way or it didn't affect my riding. So because I was giving it more beans off-road and I knew that it was fitted with D3O shoulder and elbow protectors, I knew that I had that extra protection. So if I was open the throttle up and I did have a tumble, I knew I wasn't going to be smashed up and limping at the end on the way home. So also on the day that me and Tom went out on the off-road trails, it was starting to get a little bit hot. And in that case, I just whipped out the thermal liner, so I wasn't really sweaty when I was riding on the off-road. I threw that out and opened up both chest vents on the front, and that was plenty enough of airflow on an average 25-degree British summer day. So if you're taking this in hotter climates, that AFS max airflow system is going to be more than enough airflow to get through there. So last but not least, the Brooks is also fully waterproof. Now, we were quite lucky with the weather when we went up to ABR, so I didn't actually test the full capabilities, the full waterproofing capabilities of the jacket. But I'm planning to use this through the tail end of this year. Well, I'm sure we'll see much more rain, so I'll probably give it a proper test, a proper thorough test then and there. So if you are in the market for an adventure style jacket, I would definitely consider the Brooks. So the Brooks comes in this all black colorway and this pearl/blue Larry colorway, which I wore, and it also has its twin garments, which is the Furygan Appalachia trousers and the Furygan Nomad gloves. So all are in stock with Infinity Motorcycles in selected stores and online. If you did like this video, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.